Hello everybody, it's Thursday, November 20th. It's a new moon day. I have mistakenly been saying the new moon will be in Sagittarius, but it's actually in Scorpio. I'm not an astrologer. That's why I have astrologer friends. Today I want to talk a little bit about some spirit guidance that I've been receiving. And I am aware that we have a convicted felon, 34 times convicted felon in the White House. You know, elect a criminal, expect crimes constantly, right? And the whole debacle with him, metaphorically speaking, rolling out the red carpet for a murderous dictator from Saudi Arabia who murdered brutally one of our own. And Dumpy is okay with that, right? In light of all that, so I've been sort of praying and asking my guides, WTF, you know, because I can ask my guides like that. WTF, guides? And as painful as it is, I really think that there's something good that will come from us not being like foggy about things. Not being in a place of, well, maybe, maybe not, right? It's just there's some value in, it's undeniable what's going on. We have to see it, and we're seeing it. And even MAGA is seeing it. Even MAGA is seeing the abject, moral, devoid of moralness, I'm making up a word. Even they're seeing it. Morality. The abject lack of morality. So, I'm going to read from Ernest, and tonight we have our guided meditation for a healed America. And all this tumult and chaos that we're in, I feel is part of the healing. So let's just keep our perspective as best we can. That's what the Off the Ledge videos are about. I think often about last year in November, what we were all going through, how we were just kind of feeling so helpless and in a pit of despair and fear about what would be coming at us this year. And we have found that our fears have been coming to fruition. What we suspected is happening. And what we suspected happening gives us the opportunity to slay the demons, metaphorically speaking. To slay the demons. Let's read Ernest today. And you got to see the enemy in order to attack the enemy. Speaking of that, I did check out The American Revolution, Ken Burns' 10 years in production documentaries on PBS. Check it out. It's really fascinating. Success. They that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. Let's elaborate on that. That's from the book of Psalms. Success does not mean the accumulation of wealth, the maintenance of position, or a supremacy of power. Success means a life free from the burden of anxiety and liberated from fear. There is no successful life without peace, or without that inner spiritual certainty that knows that the soul is on the pathway of good, forever expanding into the conscious union of God with humanity. Today we expect every good thing to come to us. All right. I've been talking about that quite a bit, about how no matter where you're at in life, in the material world, if you have love in your heart, love and kindness, if you have provisions for yourself, and if you strive to be all that you can be, to be the best example of a good human, then you have a very rich, rich life. You can see these people in positions of leadership and power that are devoid of spiritual awareness and absolutely the black bottomless pit of insatiable greed And that's the energy that they hold. And the only source of their quote-unquote happiness is monetary gain. And they'll do anything and commit any crime in order to get that monetary gain and that power. They are very sad specimens. That is not an example of a fulfilling life. They are miserable. Why do you think they do all those drugs, right? Sniffy. Every time Dumpy is interviewed, he's sniffing. Interesting. Have you seen video of Don Jr. lately? My recollection is he's always high or drunk. It's just obvious. It's obvious that he has a major addiction issue. You can just see it with your eyes. So you are wealthy. Let me remind everyone that $1 trillion equals spending $1 million per day for 1,000 years. We're throwing that number around, that, trillion, pretty freely lately. Nobody really reflects on what that is. This addiction and adoration of money, this glorification of money, has got to stop. Here's Kathy Beal for today.
This is Kathy Beal of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for November 20th, 2025. Boy, are you going to be clear by the time you go to sleep. This is a day that brings incredible clarity about yourself, about what you know, your own truth. Epiphanies will be all over the place. It's as if we all have our own lightning rod pulling information from who knows where, and we are taking all of it and pouring it into the cauldron of the Scorpio new moon, where we are creating what will occur next. Your mind is really potent today. Your thoughts are really potent. Notice where they're heading. Focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. That's all for now.
So we want justice. We want this regime removed. Yeah, so actually the sun goes into my sign of Sagittarius. It looks like tomorrow. I'm looking at my calendar. So we're in that time of Sagittarius is the truth teller. This is why my number of views is so low. Just thought I'd throw that in. But, we have to stick to truth and justice in our envisioning. If you want the military to go in and arrest this regime, then visualize the military going in and arresting this regime. No need to make excuses. No need to be disillusioned and skeptical. Just if that's what you want, then visualize it. Daily. Often. Let's choose some cards. Please hit the thumbs up. And please consider becoming a member. We have a party next Saturday night at 8 p.m. We'll have a psychic party for members. So hit the join button and choose at which level you'd like to donate. And you have access to all my videos set to members only that are teaching videos to teach you what I do. 3 cards. Thank you for your wonderful comments. Please leave, if you don't want to leave a comment, just leave 7 blue hearts. Yeah, this is where we're going. We're beyond illusion. This is a criminal regime. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no hiding it. It's all right in front of us. It is crystal clear. We're going beyond the illusion and the smoke and mirrors and the gaslighting. My God, if you are not guilty of a crime, why would you spend months, an entire year, covering it up? Trying to make people not see things. It's just, they can't, it's impossible. And things are being shaken up. So the thunderbolt of reality is taking us beyond the illusion, and this regime is now isolated. They're cornered. So if you want to deeper dive into what happened since they're cornered, I'll do a PNN later and I'll upload it, this afternoon sometime. Okay, so I will see you later. And before I go, I have to remind you all it's Thursday, and we know what that means. We have our guided meditation for a healed America, 7 to 7:30 p.m. If you're a little late, we don't start the actual meditation until 15 minutes in. 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's every single Thursday. And if you needed just a chill out break, go to any Thursday night under the lives and you'll see guided meditation for a healed America. I provide the tools here. You provide the support. All right. We'll see you soon. Namaste. Have a great day. Bye.